Yo, what is good, my people? What is good, yo? Boruto, Boruto. I think this was a really good, uh, I guess, filler episode for people because not only is this putting us in a better perspective, wow, the square is so broken on here. It's putting us in a better place to understand the future growth of these characters and how much they actually need to do compared to just guesstimating and stuff like that. Uh, See them get absolutely obliterated was something they truly needed, and unfortunately, it might be at the cost of Mitsuki, because man, like Mitsuki has been going through the ringer, guys, through it, and I'm kind of surprised he's even still like functioning as well as he is, because mind you, he's the reason why we learned that we could heal the Hashirama cells in humans. He's also the reason why Boruto and Sarada didn't get absolutely destroyed. He gets pummeled by rocks while he's trying to hold on to the villain. Like, there's so many different things that just uh, happen with him alone that it's kind of crazy to think that he came out being the one to save the day, right? Like, Boruto doing everything in his weak little arsenal that he can do, not really doing anything to this guy. He didn't try lightning for whatever reason, but it doesn't look like it would matter because Mitsuki's lightning, in my opinion, is stronger than Boruto's. So for Mitsuki's stuff to not work or do any damage at all straight to the face, there's no way anything he did as well is going to do anything. So it's kind of obvious what would have happened there. But yet again, it's one of these moments where you're kind of stuck just guessing because of course they're not going to give us any real answers, but regardless of that, I did enjoy seeing them beat down to this level, right? Like, this is a showcase of just like, okay, there's levels to this stuff, and the person you bumped into probably only would have had a death match, or at least he uh, he would have probably only ended up dying by someone like Goku or Goku. I'm sorry, Jump Force messes me up. By Naruto or Sasuke. Um, and I only say that because of how much attacks he took from everybody. Not to mention the old man who's pretty much dancing on the strongest people there on the Hidden Leaf side. And tell me why this old man reminded me a lot of the mosquito guy from Soul Eater. I don't know why he reminded me so much of him. Maybe it's because like his overall appearance doesn't look all that frightening, and then man is straight up teleporting and blitzing people that are in their prime, bro. So I can only imagine what he was doing before this, if he is or was as strong as he was when this started to occur, or like, you know, back then. Regardless though, this week's episode was alright. I mean, it had a lot of action in it. The whole entire Haze Ninja thing got pretty much wrapped up in a hurry for whatever reason, seeing how they just obliterated those two. Um, First they killed the one that actually wanted to have a truce. He was stoned to death. And then to add injury to that, the other one sees it, gets up, and gets close enough to the enemy, trying, pretty much didn't care about the Hashirama cell at that point, try to destroy the Hashirama cell and the enemy, but only succeeds in just killing himself and doing absolutely no damage. So absolutely ridiculous week's episode when it comes down to how people just can be ridiculously broken. And like they've said in interviews before, they're not afraid to get rid of any of the Naruto characters. But I feel like if the Naruto characters still exist in further storytelling and further story arcs, it has less of a feeling that they're going to be killed off, unless we get to something that source material is all about. So we'll see how all this turns out. I'm interested enough to really keep watching Boruto, seeing how I think this is going to be a big eye-opener for him and Sarada, seeing how not only did Mitsuki go through some ridiculous stuff with the Hashirama cells, he's now going through what breaks his body and what his family, what Orochimaru has told him never to really do. Use this power because it's too great for your body. It leaves too much of a toll on you, so don't do it. But what is he doing? He's making sure his sun doesn't get extinguished. And now I think the bigger thing that came out of this for me, and maybe it's just because it's Boruto's friend as well, but either because Boruto actually likes Sarada and enjoys having her around, it's either that or it's because Mitsuki himself actually really does like Sarada now. And I think that's also a big improvement for his character, instead of just being like, oh, I love Boruto because I thought Orochimaru was the one who told me to do that, but it's really me. I am the one who likes him. It's like, okay, well, do you like anybody else? Would you throw your life away for anybody else? And the answer kind of came this week. That he would throw his life away, or he would try to at least protect Sarada as much as he would protect Boruto, almost, so that's a big eye-opening moment for me, because I never thought he would, even risk it for another character like that. So I'm happy to see it. It just makes his character that much better, in my opinion, like to see him progress and see what he actually is going to end up doing now that he has these multiple people that he wants to see the best come out for them. So I think that's awesome, and I think it's a good step in the right direction for Mitsuki's character. Outside of that, though, Sarada and Boruto have had the biggest eye-opening moments, and they are absolutely trash. They are absolutely trash. Their best combination attack without Mitsuki was for Sarada to block the rocks, get punched in the face, and Boruto come in with a Rasengan. The Rasengan that's already didn't work. He wants to just give it one more shot, Give it one more shot, see how it works out that time. And yeah, it didn't do anything again, because this stone that this enemy has, which I think it's pretty sick how they're utilizing this guy. I never expected him to have such a cool amount of moments slapping everybody that he's gone against so far. With him just putting all this stone around his body, it doesn't really matter what you try to do at that point, because he can just counter it. He can just counter it with his own jutsu. But like I was saying, someone like a Sasuke, someone like a Naruto definitely would blitz him and probably destroy him relatively easily. It's just, with storytelling, you have to make characters get stronger and stronger so the main characters can get stronger as well. And that's where it's coming in play. But then you gotta also remember that there's characters much, much stronger than our main ones. So it starts to kind of miss its mark if they make these characters too strong, that even some of the main characters, even, like Naruto and Sasuke, can't beat. But I think they're trying their best, which is all that matters as of right now, to make Boruto a better, stronger character. Because as of right now, he hasn't had any reason to be, pushing his limits, so to speak. And now that he does, I'm truly interested in his progression as the story continues. So with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I'm about to start up another video here soon, so I hope you guys watch that as well. If not, it's okay. I will talk to you in the next one. Take care and peace.